Welcome to our weekly maritime vlog. I'm Corey Ransom with International Maritime Security Associates. This week, we are discussing an important topic, seafarer mental health during COVID-19. We have talked about seafarer issues over the past couple of years on our vlogs a number of times. We've talked about abandoned seafarers. We've talked about issues that seafarers are having in different countries and problems with protecting seafarers in different countries. We've talked about different organizations, Human Rights at Sea, ISWAN, and a number of other great organizations that help and work with seafarers around the world. This week, though, we want to specifically talk about some of the mental health issues and problems that are developing with seafarers around the world during this whole COVID-19 outbreak. This is something that I was actually on a worldwide maritime industry call the other day, and this was the main topic that was discussed on this call, and there were experts and people from around the world who were representing shipping companies, ship owners, different organizations that work with and deal with seafarers on the issue of mental health with seafarers. Right now, there are literally hundreds and thousands of seafarers operating on ships around the world. In some cases, there are thousands of crew members on board cruise ships that are not able to get off those cruise ships because of restrictions in different ports and different areas around the world, but also restrictions with the ability to get these seafarers through flights back to their home destinations. So there's thousands of seafarers on cruise ships. There's also thousands of seafarers who are working right now on cargo vessels moving around the world who have not been able to get off those vessels for port calls, for shore leave, or actually for end of contract and crew changeouts. So there's a lot of problems happening with crew members who are on board these vessels who don't have the ability to get changed out. But there's also a problem with seafarers who are at home. Seafarers, for the most part, around the world make money, if you didn't know this, when they're on board the ship. When they're working on board the ship, seafarers are making money. If the seafarers are at home and they're not working, they're typically not making money. So we're seeing a number of issues with the hundreds and thousands of seafarers who are at home who have contracts that have been shortened or canceled or not renewed because most companies don't have the ability to get seafarers from their home to the ships or from the ships back to their homes. So this is becoming a greater and greater problem. Like I said, we've talked about this specific to COVID-19 on this vlog before, but we wanted to address the issue of the seafarer mental health because it's becoming a huge problem. Whether you're talking cargo lines, cruise lines, or large yachts, whatever the type of boat is, that for the most part, seafarers are stuck on board these vessels, whether they are in port, coming into port. Some vessels are at anchor, some vessels are underway, and these seafarers are having a number of mental health issues, and there are not a lot of resources available for seafarers. So if you're a seafarer and you're watching this video, in the comment section below, we have links to a couple of different organizations that provide help and assistance to seafarers, and you can call them, you can email them. I know most of the time right now on board the cruise lines and a lot of cargo vessels, large yachts that are not in port, that there is available satellite time for emails, for data. So if you're having an issue or you're having a problem as a seafarer, please make sure that you reach out to one of these organizations that we have detailed in the comment section below, or reach out to organizations that are in the ports that you go to. There's a number of great organizations, like in Fort Lauderdale here, we have the Seafarers House. They do a tremendous job of trying to work with and help seafarers. There's a number of organizations around the world that operate with chaplains and folks who work in ports around the world to try to help seafarers when there's issues. These folks, for the most part, are allowed to go on board vessels in many ports and be able to help seafarers. So if you're a seafarer and you're experiencing issues, mental health, and there's a lot of things to deal with, and you want someone to talk to, please make sure that you reach out to one of these organizations or one of these people. It's extremely important when we look at and consider seafarer health that we also consider seafarer mental health. There's a number of issues that these folks are worried about, trying to take care of their family back home, or if they are home, trying to figure out how they can get back on contract. So we want to provide resources. Make sure you check back. This is going to be a topic that we are going to cover again in the future. If you have any resources or you work for an organization that helps seafarers, make sure you post that in the comments section below, and we'll also promote that through our social media. We want to make sure that we shed light on this particular issue, but also provide necessary resources that we can to the seafarers who are having issues as they continue to work on vessels around the world. Thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate all the viewers that we have on the channel. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you get notified when we post new videos. Hit that like button for all the content that you enjoy on this channel. Make sure you connect to us and join the conversation in our social media, detailed in the banner above and also in the comments section below. If you have questions when it comes to maritime security, maritime risk management, or maritime regulatory compliance, don't hesitate to reach out to the experts here at IMSA, because we're always happy to steer you in the right direction.